What if the biggest barrier to truly understanding others is you? Not some external manipulation. Not a complex social code you haven't cracked. It's simpler, and far more insidious. It's the silent, internal programming you project onto everyone you meet. The imagined reasons. The assumptions you mistake for fact. This costs you deeply. You think you know their motives. You don't. Not really. And this fundamental misunderstanding leads to misjudgments, broken trust, missed opportunities, and a deep, persistent confusion about why people do what they do. Today, MindSpark TV uncovers the 3 phantom motivations. These are the false drivers you instinctively assign to others, blinding you to their actual, often startling, truth. Unmasking them is your first step to seeing reality as it truly is. Phantom motivation number 1, the echo chamber of self. You assume others operate by your rulebook. That they prioritize what you value. That their decisions stem from the same place yours would. You see the world through your own lens, and reflexively project your own motivations onto everyone else. Someone offers help. You do it out of loyalty. So you assume they're loyal. But what if they're actually calculating social credit? Or seeking leverage? When their true, transactional nature eventually surfaces, it feels like a profound betrayal. But it wasn't betrayal. It was your projection. Your internal echo chamber whispered your motives, and you believed it was theirs. The consequence? You overtrust the wrong people. You're left vulnerable, believing in a sincerity that never existed. Phantom motivation number 2, the simplification trap. Our brains crave easy answers. Life is complex, people are messy. So, when faced with puzzling behavior, we default to the simplest, often harshest, explanation. That difficult colleague? You label them toxic or lazy. The person who ghosted you? Selfish. The friend who snapped? Unstable. You reduce intricate human stories to a single, digestible flaw. But what if that toxic colleague is battling crippling insecurity, masked by aggression? What if the selfish friend is overwhelmed by a personal crisis they can't articulate? You choose the convenient, surface-level narrative. You miss the nuance. The danger here is profound. You dismiss potentially valuable relationships. You alienate people who might genuinely need understanding. You operate on a shallow read of humanity, missing depths that could unlock connection, or warn you of real threats. You judge, not understand. Phantom motivation number 3, the invisible weight. Everyone carries an unseen past. A silent struggle. An internal narrative that shapes their every action, often entirely hidden from the world. You see the surface behavior, but you fail to account for the immense, invisible weight underneath. That unmotivated employee. You see a lack of drive. What you don't see is a decades-long battle with chronic pain, or the crushing pressure of caring for an ailing parent, or a deeply ingrained fear of failure from childhood trauma. Their actions aren't a reflection of what you see, but a reaction to what you don't. You attribute their actions to character flaws, when they might be the result of immense, unspoken burdens. The cost? You judge unfairly. You lack empathy where it's desperately needed. You burn bridges with people who are simply doing their best under circumstances you can't even fathom. You mistake resilience for laziness, and quiet struggle for indifference. So, how do you break free from these phantom motivations? How do you start seeing the truth? First, cultivate the observer mindset. Detach. Stop rushing to judgment. Before you assign a motive, consciously pause. Ask yourself, is this my projection? Is this the simplest explanation, or potentially the truest, more complex one? Second, question your first read. Your gut reaction is often steeped in your own biases. Challenge it. What alternative motivations could be at play? What other invisible factors might influence their behavior? Consider the opposite of your initial assumption. Third, seek context. Not always by asking directly, but by observing more keenly. What unspoken cues are present? What might be missing from the picture? Understand that a person's present actions are often echoes of a long, personal history. This isn't about becoming cynical. It's about becoming acutely aware, incredibly strategic, and deeply insightful. It's about empowering yourself to make better decisions, to forge stronger alliances, to navigate the complex human landscape with clarity, not blind assumption. This knowledge is your shield. Use it wisely. Stay vigilant. And for more profound insights into the hidden forces shaping your world, make sure you subscribe to MindSpark TV. Don't miss what's coming next.